Maybe it's getting down to the wire. Maybe you're the front runner. Maybe you're looking to get ahead. Maybe looking to get into full swing. Or maybe you're looking for a second win. Maybe you're looking to get off the hook. Well, whatever your reason, there's lots of reasons to know business English idioms for sports. So we're going to talk about those today. If you didn't understand all of those phrases I used at the beginning, maybe you want to stick with us so you'll understand. Let's get into it. I'm Timothy Barrett, and welcome to the 4 Business English Rundown. This is a show for people all over the world who want to improve their professional communication skills in English. This is Business English Idioms for Sports, Part 2. Out in left field. So this is a baseball term. They'd have outfielders, someone in right field, center field, and left field. And most of the time the ball doesn't go to left field. So if you have a bad baseball player, maybe they're a good hitter, but they're a bad, fielder, you'd probably put them in left field. And so left field, you might not even have to pay attention very much. You can kind of doing your own thing. So it's kind of like, maybe you're in a meeting with a bunch of people and the boss suddenly calls on Johnson, and Johnson's wasn't paying attention. He doesn't know what to answer. So it's like, oh, he's out in left field. He wasn't paying attention. He doesn't know what's going on. He's out in left field. Or out of her league, out of my league, out of their league would mean that, they're in the Premier League, the professional league. I'm in the amateur league. So we can say it could be because of a job, like, oh yeah, I applied for that, but that company is just out of my league. I don't have the qualifications to get that position. Or we can use it with relationships a lot. Dan wants to date Jane, but Jane is out of his league. She's never going to date him, that sort of thing. Shot in the dark, or to take a stab at something. So shot, obviously we're talking about like a pistol or a gun, some kind of firearm, bang, but you're shooting in the dark. Maybe you hear some noise, so you're going to take a shot at it, but it's not likely you're going to actually hit anything. Or to take a stab at it, we're talking about a knife, to take a stab at it, to try to hit someone, but again, you can't see them, you're just taking a stab at it. So what do we mean by those? Well, the chances of success are going to be very low because we don't know where the target is, we don't know where the enemy is, that sort of thing. But I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to take a shot in the dark. I'm going to take a stab at it. And maybe I'll be lucky, maybe I'll find the target, maybe it'll be successful, but I'm not expecting too much from it. But hey, take a stab at it. Take a shot in the dark. Maybe you'll hit something. So timeout. So basically every sport will have a timeout where a player, a team can call a timeout, and they take a little bit of a break. Maybe it's for 20 seconds, 1 minute, whatever it is, but they get a little bit of a break. Sometimes parents will do this a lot with children. Like the child was playing and they did something wrong, they got too aggressive. Okay, timeout. Go sit in the corner, go sit on the stairs for 1 minute, 5 minutes, whatever it is. He's getting a timeout. He wasn't playing well with the other kids. And so we can use this with adults as well. Like, I've been working so hard, I just need a timeout. I need a day off, I need a break, something like that. Or, I really don't like his behavior, I don't like how he's been acting with the other employees. I'm giving him a timeout, I'm sending him home, without pay or something like that. Usually wouldn't be a reward in that context, but he's getting a timeout. Team player. A team player works well on a team. It's probably not too hard to figure out. Now, some people may be very good individually, solo, they do things very well, but they can't play very well as a team. For instance, if you're playing tennis and you're individual, that's fine, but if you're playing basketball and you're not a team player, no matter how good you are, the other teammates are going to be kind of upset with you after a while. It's like, hey, share the ball, help the other team members, not just yourself. A similar one would be there's no I in team. You hear this a lot. It's very much a cliche, where basically the same thing. Like, hey, I is one thing, team is something else. If you want to be part of a team, then don't worry about I so much as yourself or me. You want to think about the team. There's no I in team. 3 strikes and you're out, or also 2 strikes against us. This is a baseball term. A batter gets up, and if they swing 3 times and miss the ball, each time is a strike, then that's 1 out. So they're done. They go back to the bullpen. They never made it to base. They only have 3 strikes. There's also balls, we don't need to get into that, but if they get 3 strikes, they're out. So if there's 2 strikes against you, that means that, like, whoa, 1 more mistake, 1 more swing and a miss, and you're done, you lose. Maybe you get fired, maybe you're losing this contract, whatever the context is. But to have 2 strikes against you, it's not a good feeling. In criminal law, this comes up. Some states will have a 3 strikes law, where if a person is convicted of 3 felonies, on the 3rd felony, they go away for a very long time. It could be 20 years, lifetime, something like that. And so there's always horror stories. They steal a hamburger or something like that, and for whatever reason it's a felony, and they're going away for 25 years or something like that. I think that's pretty rare that those things happen, but sometimes they do. All right, hopefully these business English idioms for sports was useful to you. If it was, conquer that like button and make it ours. If you enjoyed this video, check out some of the other videos you like them just as much. Work hard today and enjoy tomorrow.